But all right, so what are we doing? We're back for more Dark Souls 2. And since I won't be able to stream this Saturday, we're going to continue our playthrough in earnest. Today, try to make some more headway. When we left off last time, we had made our way to the Forest of Fallen Giants. We have taken out the Dragon Rider Knight over in Hyde's Tower of Flame. Oh, other exciting news at the top of the show. I'm gonna get a haircut on Wednesday. Getting a little bit unkempt. Might as well. I'm losing my hair already. Might as well accelerate that by cutting some of it off. Look cleaner for my birthday. All right, let's continue. Tapatito. Hopefully you guys are all doing well on everyone's favorite day of the week, Monday. Oh. I did play a little bit of offline, in full disclosure, because I just went and farmed some enemies that we had already killed.
JFreeze191
put some points in ADP.
Says, yo, what yo, brother?
Yo, what's up, Jay Frizzle? Jay Frizzy. Let me put on my sunglasses of +3 dexterity. So I did play a little bit offline. I think I put a couple points into ADP to try to get my dodge rolls to a more reasonable place, but I didn't make any progress.
RTL80.
I picked up no items.
Says,
I killed no new
fast
enemies.
typer alert.
Fast typer alert. Yo, what yo, brother? I knew you meant yo, what up. But I think before we go back to the Forest of Fallen Giants, there's one thing I wanted to do a little bit of cleanup work in Hyde's Tower of Flame after the boss area. Because there was that chest that was being protected by the Hyde Knight that includes the Ring of Binding, which, in circumstances where I'm not human, after you die once, you are no longer human and your face starts to look like beef jerky. And the more you die, the more and more it looks like beef jerky. But you also start losing your maximum health. So this fine specimen will invariably, I'll lose my complexion. Though it can be reversed with the human effigy item, when you have one. But the Ring of Binding makes it so you don't lose as much health each time you die, or it puts a cap on how much of your health you can lose. Now, in order to get it, we're gonna have to make our way through a couple of these dudes over here. My name could have been In Earnest. Of course, always the shout-outs to our boy Roots. Now, ideally, I'm not going to want to fight both of these guys together. I saw him lurking earlier. Where is he? I think I can get the other dude's attention. Where's he, though? He hiding behind dude? Can I just get his attention? Oh, there he is. He's at the stairs. All right. As long as it's not both of them at the same time, then I have a higher likelihood of not failing. Third swing? Now, we can get in. 1, 2. Whew, before he knocked me over the top of the head. Oh, look at that! He didn't get hit even. So I've yet to fight one of the Hyde Knights, the next enemy, in this playthrough, and I've learned a way to cheese them, but sometimes he even overcomes the cheese. But maybe I'll just show you. What I usually do is I do a running attack into him like that. Oh. Well, he's interrupted me anyway. This the cheese way is just to running attack him and then run away. I'll try to fight him realistically, and you'll see he's a fucking badass, scary motherfucker. He basically interrupts almost any attack you try to do. If I can get behind him, I can do a backstab. Hard to get behind him. Oh, he's so quick. If I try to heal, he'll dash at me. Oh, and I killed myself that time. I mean, I guess you could give him credit because he pressured me off the edge. Look at the water from that perspective, GA. Top down when I'm swimming in it. All right, no harm, no foul. You can already see, just to confirm the point earlier, my punishment is my beautiful blush. I'm no longer blushing. My beautiful red complexion has turned into a drab, dark olive, wrinkly, jerky-like aesthetic. Jerky. All right. Well, now we've done it. You can already see my maximum health. The little red bar at the top that's as full as it gets now. All right. So I think we've got the knight's attention. He's more perceptive, but we'll fight him first. This is the only strat I know that's fairly reliable. You have to have enough stamina, and then you charge at him. You do an R1, then you get staggered, then you run away. This is the hero's path. This is how true champions fight. Go cheap shot! Run away. I would love to get a backstab on him. I just don't know if it's happening. Attack me. Oh, what? I thought I was about to start the backstab animation. Uh-oh. I have low stamina, 0 stamina. Boy, he's menacing and imposing. Oh, he's going away? No, don't go away. Oh. One more should do it. You alright? One dose of sunny delight. And pep back into my step. More step. More pep to the step, more bounce to the ounce. Do they have any souls even? Had a couple. Oh gosh. He's surprisingly quick with it. Let's go into the arena so that I'm less likely to fall. I'll use a life gem. Hop off. I don't have many, but I'll save an Estus in case I just utterly bumble this. There's no staggering these guys. So unlike the Hide Knight, it makes sense. These guys are big and bulky. And by now, I've started to get accustomed to the rhythm of their swings. You know, you could probably easily observe that when he goes to swing his hammer, unlike some of the other fellers, like that guy over there, they swing in a much more predictable rhythmic pattern, whereas the Hammer Brother has variable timing and devious delays, and I'm not quite sure what he's going to do. Much less predictable. Alright, so here's the ring in question. One brick path right there. In fact, there's a gap. Look, actually air gapped. Watch your step. Watch thine step. Here's this item. I think I have a fun sound effect for this one, but I didn't think quickly enough. Uh-oh. Got a light, a photon. Got a rogue photon. Where's it coming from? What? I'm blocking it now? I can't tell where... What? Still got it. Where's it coming from? Whence it comes? I should be able to... If I put it right on my eyeball, I should see where it's coming from. Oh, it's like a reflection down here? Interesting. Oh, wait. No, there's still some... I think I got it mostly taken care of. We might get some stray photons here. As we transition into the evening. Ring of Binding. limits HP reduction when hollow. An unusual ring of unknown origin limits the wearer's HP reduction when hollow. Alas, this ring will not make you human. What is lost is not easily retrieved. It's sad, you guys. We'll wear it. Oops. And now I think already the amount of my health that has, the maximum health that I have lost is halved. So now I'm missing half as much of my maximum health as I was previously. All right, so now we will go to the Forest of Fallen Giants, where we will start to make some actual progress. There's actually also progress we can make after this boss arena. We're going to do that later. I think we'll want to be better equipped, so we can actually leave and go into that tower, where adventure continues to await us. Maybe I'll see if there's just an item floating around. There's an item at the bottom of the stairs. I remember. Look how dark and scary they are here. Be nice to have a torch. I think we're going to come back when we have some torches. But tucked away all the way back here. A monastery charm. I'm sure that's a super important thing. I'm sure I'm going to use that eventually. First I have to figure out what it is. Cures poison and restores HP? I might actually use that. I was being snarky. Are you calling it a floaton? No, a photon. P-H-O-T-O-N. Like a sort of like a way to describe a particle of light, even though light is beam. I'm not a super duper scientist, but a way of describing light traveling. Light particles or beams are hitting my face. Look. Still happening a little bit. Photon. P-H-O-T-O-N. Photon. Cures poison and restores HP. Many such charms were blessed in reconstructed ancient ceremonies carried out in the monastery of Lindelt, now known as the new home of miracles. Though it may lack the power of an original in circumstances dire enough, an imitation can be quite enough. It's not even a real charm. Facsimile. Alright, enough dilly-dallying. There's also more adventure to be had in the Tower of... in Hyde's Tower. As you might see, that is, in fact, a slumbering dragon right there. But again, I don't think we're quite perfectly equipped or well equipped enough to handle that without much suffering. But we'll come back here once we're a little bit stronger. The beautiful architecture, though. Spires. Very ornate. And there's also one of the most difficult enemies in the game for me. I don't think we can see him from here. But there's a Hyde Knight, one of those wandering knights that uses a spear instead of a sword. And he is merciless. Has ruined. Put me in a sour mood on several occasions. Alright, but we'll be back when we're ready to overcome. Spear's too OP, and then the Hyde Knights have like a special pass where they can proc animations, attack animations instantly. They don't follow the same rules as a lot of the other enemies, it seems. Or they just have unusually high power armor for their really quick attacks that they just kind of poke at you. Like, after you've started your swing, they can initiate an attack that beats you, and you're like, I don't know. I'm sure there are consistent and viable strats, but maybe I need a faster weapon. Maybe that's what the game's trying to teach me, is get a faster weapon. Now there's this ogre here. We try to fight an ogre? I guess so. He's tough, but we're right by the bonfire. There's nothing to lose except for a little bit of max HP. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. How's the water? You want to go swimming? Look, he's so heavy the screen shakes. It's the grab move. That I would be dead if he got me with that one. Like instant death, basically. I want him to do the flip. Whew. Alright, I'm trying not to wander backwards into those enemies back there. Uh-oh. Want him to, like, tumble. Uh-oh. Well, there he tumbled, but... Heal! Heal! Not doing the tumble. When he falls on his back, that's my best opportunity, but I'm trying to bait him to do that. This is being non-compliant. Oh god. Now he did it, but he hit me. Got big health pool. Twice in the head. Hit and run! Run! Use both of my heals. Oh, nice, he's being nice. Greedy? Just flip over for me. Like a good boy. Oh, he tried to sit on me. You get behind him, you can get him to like do that. Yeah, that's actually a strat. You get behind him, he tries to sit on you. Oh god. Hey, we did it! Just Barley Davidson. Woo! Zeus, you like I've been streaming this game? Have you played any Dark Souls games? I'm not one of these Twitch streamer experts, challenge run, speedrunner players, but I have a deep appreciation for these games. Even this one, which is generally considered to be the least popular, though it does have some diehard supporters. But, you know, I think taken on its own merits, this is a exceptional game. Maybe not when compared against other Dark Souls games, but when compared against other like role-playing games in general, and just it gets its claws in you, and it's just so every moment is so intense. I love it. Now, homie, it's awesome. Well, I'm glad I can share my enthusiasm of the game with you, and what I get in return is that when I die from some shitty, frustrating bullshit moment, I have you guys as company, and you guys, you know, the solidarity, you feel the pain with me, so we get to share that pain together, and it reduces the less acute that way, less acute pain. It gives me strength to carry on. So I could be like, no way, dude, I rolled. There's no way he did that. And then I'll be right, chat, and chat be like, yeah, you're right. I'm like, thanks, chat. Thanks, chat. I knew I was right. Thank you. Validation. Now, there's all kinds of guys lying for me in wait to trap me, but I'm familiar with this game, so I know in many circumstances where they're going to come from, and I already sort of know how to deal with them, so it's not my first time at the rodeo. Whoop! So I might be making some stuff look easy that's actually it's only easy because I've done it so many times before. Oh god. See how easy it is? What is it that you're supposed to be doing? Just validating me. If I die and it was my fault, but I blame the game mechanics, or that I claim to have rolled, or that I healed, but I die, I say, no way. And then you say, yeah, you're right. You did roll. And the game did cheat this one time for you. There was a greater will came in and said that you would die. So just, you know, help me feel like it's not my fault and I should keep trying because it wasn't my fault. Hey, have in Xbox Series S. Hello? Balak? I'm playing on PC. I do not have an Xbox Series S. I'm also not playing online because I'm playing with mods. This lighting situation is starting to bother me. Let me see if I can figure it out real quick. Just bear with me just a moment. Try to figure out this lighting situation.
Who gonna cook when the cook gets cooked? You know you never missed it. Who gonna cook when the cook gets cooked? You know you never missed it.
I don't know, fam. Maybe I read it in a book.
Yo,
Yo, piles to the
is this a mod or a real update? I'm playing with several mods. Actually, I can probably copy and paste. I think I posted them in Discord.
Girl Action 2 says, it is like a halo that slipped.
Okay, Halo, that's. I think I fixed it. Though I'm not actually looking at the camera right now. I was going to copy and paste the links to the mods I'm using. They're going to come as a wall of text? I do. So, well, I can fix that. Just one moment. I will paste into chat. So these are the mods I'm using. Oh, it still looked like a wall of text, and some of the links aren't links. But anyways, if you're curious, you can copy and paste that stuff. The main one is the path tracing mod of the Dark Souls II lighting engine. And in fact, the version of the mod I'm using, you actually cannot get yet on the Nexus page. It's available on their public Discord. You can find the link to their public Discord on the Nexus page. That's why it's included. What's up, Don Blunt? Yeah, there's no way an Xbox Series S would be able to run this mod anyway, 'cause it's very demanding on your hardware. Look, a shiny at the bottom of the river. Is it unprotected? Will I be assaulted when I go down here? Soul of the Lost and Dead. I'm using the lighting engine mod is the main one, and I'm using some mods that adjust the heads-up display, so the HUD is smaller and tucked away in the corners and looks clean. I'm using a mod that removes the visual effects of things like the Chloranthy ring. So when when you're wearing certain armor that has buffs, you get the visual effect indicator. I've removed that. Just to have a cleaner image. And I've also adjusted the FOV in the camera position. So it's not too far from vanilla, but I'm a little bit further, the camera's a little bit further away and has a little bit broader field of view. Because especially in this playthrough with the mod, I'm all about having things look great. Get through the game and look great doing it. Look great while you're doing it. Might die, but I'm gonna look great dying. Alright. So this is, what I'm playing is the Scholar of the First Sin version of this game, which is sort of like the Legendary Edition, if you will, for a Skyrim thing. So it was a version that they released after the original one, I think several years later. But they changed a lot of stuff. Enemy placement, item placement, and things of that nature. Originally, there was no Hyde Knights at Hyde's Tower of Flame, as I understand, or maybe a couple. But the first one you would encounter would be here, resting against that tree. But now it's just a dead hollow. This place looks pretty safe, right? What could go wrong here? Well, we'll see. Look, a shiny. Oh wait, that corpse is not a corpse. And this corpse is not a corpse. Or that one. That one takes 3 hits. And then after you kill them, they look very similar to how they did before they woke up. Hard to tell the corpses apart from the non-corpses. Which ones are dead? Which ones aren't dead yet? I'm not dead. So the first time a new player arrives in this area, unless they have learned already, they need to be ever vigilant and approach with caution. Very easy to arouse, to turn on, to activate a bunch of these guys all at once. And one at a time, they're pretty manageable. If you have a swarm of these guys pursuing you at once, it becomes very quickly unmanageable. You have strength in numbers. Since I know what's up, just pick them off one at a time. There's also a dude up there. Can't wait for me to get in range. We can start throwing fireballs, raining fireballs on our ass. It looks like he's constipated. He's kind of clenched up, holding his sword, looking at the sky. Been waiting for me all day to throw firebombs at me, but he's really got to take a shit, and he's conflicted about what he wants to do. I can sympathize with that. You know, life is hard. And you know, the main reason to be cautious and try to go to great pains to not take damage might seem obvious, but I only have two chugs of healing juice at the moment. I think it probably heals like a quarter or a third of my health bar. So making progress in this game requires that you know, I can always go back to the bonfire and heal up and get refill my Sunny D. But then all these enemies will respawn. So eventually you have to be able to get through, make progress while still having, so hopefully, some healing resources left. So caution and steady, you know, steady as she goes. 3 souls right there? What do you mean 3 souls? I have 3,407 souls, thank you. Alright, let me do a hit and run. With the firebombs? Oh god, he hit me! Oh god! My precious, precious health. Got some gloves? They are not better than my gloves. So as I evaluate different gear, you'll see that the numbers on the right, they're red. That means the thing I'm highlighting is lower in all of those stats. So these are lower in every stat possible. 3 shinies. Now you're speaking my language. See if you just got caught in the fire. You just run and get them, then you get punished by fire. I have to use at least 1 heal here. Oh, I guess my health pool is so low that it actually fills maybe like half my health. Oh, and I got caught in the spray. If I had a torch, I could light this sconce, but this area is pretty well lit already. So no harm in that. No real value in doing so. There's a fog gate. Usually a fog gate indicates that you're going to a boss arena, but not always. Sometimes they're just segmenting off sections of the level. Well, before we go that way, it's over here. Oh, a ladder? Here's something that trolls you. As soon as you start climbing, this guy starts climbing down. If you're on the ladder, he can kick you, make you miserable. Then usually the second time you come here, you learn that, and you let him come down first, then you murder him. Now we get to go take care of that fire bomber MFer. He's tougher than the rest. Not so tough. Got fancier armor and a better sword. And he dropped none of it. Right here we have to make a jump because there's a shiny... What there? You sprint and you push in the left joystick. Whoop-a! Short's word. Soul of a lost undead. I think my weapon's better than a short sword. Okay. Oops. Watch your step. Always. Watch thine step. Also happen to know there's a shiny over there. We get to test our acrobatic skills here as well. This looks like you would never make the jump. But there's no other way to get there. Then it just helps you better understand the way the jumping mechanics in the game work. Whew. So you can actually go a great distance if you're dropping. And we've got more pocket souls. Okay. We still have an Estus flask. I say we try to march forth instead of going back and leveling up. Let's just try to keep making progress. We're in decent shape. We still have a heal. We still have some life gems should we need them. Let's press on. Take a look at our surroundings a little bit. Actually kind of pleasant weather here. It's still like daytime. There's verdant forest growth. Everything is decayed and ruined. But it's still sort of appealing to the eye. There's, you know, nature sort of taking everything over. And this is in stark contrast to some of the later areas of the game where there's no more blue skies and green grass. It just ends up being very oppressive and oppressive, I guess is probably the best word. Less cheery, but also very compelling, and then you just buckle down and you go through the hard bits. Right. Into the tree roots we go. Alright, dark corners. I know there's ambushes laying about everywhere. Could run straight into this room. I can already see there's dude waiting there for me. Skeleton right here. What should I do, buddy? Should I go through there? What do you think? We'll go around this way, but we will also be accosted. He was waiting for me. Throwing knife. Alright, so here's the door to the same room. Ah! I've lured them out. And now there's two. Alright, we were able to attack them one at a time. Let me stamina recharge there, the green bar. So far so good. Another throwing knife. Now, is there any more danger? Oh, look, there's a third enemy. He was just taking a nap. Is there anything of value here? Oh, I see a shiny. Break some furniture. 20 wooden bolts for a crossbow. That's a weapon type I basically never use in this game. I'm nervous. I'm gonna pop a life gem. I don't know how much of my health bar does a life gem heal. Well, it looks like at least a quarter. I just remember there's ambushes around every corner. I think like right over here, there's gonna be some dude. Did you bait him out? Oh. Oh, we got two dudes again now. He was stuck behind the boxes. Whoa. Wow, the lighting in this hallway is already so cool, especially with the one window opening down yonder. Here we have another case of tri-finger butthole. Look at this. I'd say my only critique of this area is that these leaves are a very flat pattern on the wall. But they look nice regardless. Stare right into their butt. Pick their butt for... I pulled a life gem out of there. Clearly there's a platform. Is there some level to explore up there? How do I get up there? I wonder. Right finger butthole. Classic. Stairway. There's a dude and there's another dude. And there are probably even more dudes. So I'm gonna rush guy at the top of the stairs and then come back down. I think he's got friends. Try to lure them in here. Bottleneck them. Oh, he's got a bow and arrow. I run at you. I lure you. I lure you. Be lured. You've fallen into my trap. Oh, fuck! It's shooting me! I used to be an adventurer like you until I took an arrow to the... Oh, it's gone now. I guess I'm an adventurer again! I thought the arrow was gonna stop me in my tracks, but no. I'm still adventuring. What? Any more dudes up here? What's this guy? Bombardier. What? Oh god. Come down and fight like a man. Or one human. Halfling. Come down and fight like a hollow. Ah, thank you. Very accommodating. Anything up here? This is a nice... Oh shit! Always people... I just want to take in the view and just relax, but you can never because you get sniped to death by 1,000 arrows. I just picked up an item. I was too busy. I don't know what I picked up. I'm sure it wasn't too significant. Dodge them arrows. I'm just going to top off my health because I know we're near a bonfire here. We'll lock in some of our progress. Kiting. Kite strats. This game encourages you to take advantage of all the strats you've learned over the years. Oh, look, a shiny. Surely it's unguarded. I can take... Oh. Guarded. Witching urn. I think that's a throwable magic pot that does a little bit of magic damage. We can look back at from whence we came. We walked through that passageway, the green circular thing with all the roots coming out of it. What is that? Was that part of... Is that like a giant tree? Look at all those roots. What is this? Elden Ring? All these roots mean. There's shinies on the ledge? That means you can get there. Somehow. Look, another tri-finger butt. Everyone's got like shinies in their butt and then they die and just bent over a ledge or a railing. The way they do things out here. What's up, Uncat? Still just getting started. Just Forest of Fallen Giants. Making our way to the bonfire. We did Dragon Rider and then I went back and I got the Ring of Binding. Now we're here. Try thrusting behind, also a good one. Yeah, if you haven't seen, I don't know what the name of the game is, but the muscle building game that Roots has been playing, it has arguably the most lifelike and realistic graphics of it, even more realistic than this. Really, well-proportioned athletes in that game. And good jiggle physics. Johnny, it's going well. I've been proceeding cautiously, and we're still very early game, so I haven't been... I mean, I died at least once. Maybe I've only died once because I backed off of a cliff out of fear. An enemy attacking me, but so far so good. This is still very early game, and I'm very familiar with it. It gets much harder as we continue. Oh, look, it's a merchant! Oh, I should rest here so I get my heals. Look at you. I love the design of this merchant. She's got long fingernails. And she carries a great burden on her back. You think that this is probably bad for her posture. She should let the ground support more of that weight instead of just having it leaning like that the whole time. But what do I know? She's obviously running a successful enterprise.
Buy something, anything.
Buy something, anything.
Oh, come now, help an old woman and buy something.
Girl Action 2 says, how do you get the red face back?
You have to become human again, and you can do so by using a human effigy. And a human effigy also refills your entire life bar, but they are expensive and relatively rare items. What's she sell? She's got a broken straight sword. Why are you selling broken merch? Club. Yes, I'm pretty happy with the Morning Star. Now this hat, this is the merchant's set. It's not super effective, but this hat has a unique property. Raises item discovery. So if you're trying to farm an enemy for drops, or you're just trying to increase the likelihood of picking up, you know, items that enemies can drop, this increases the likelihood that they do drop. I'm not exactly super rich, so I'm not going to prioritize that now. Here's the human effigy. So I could buy some, but she only sells 5. Oops, wrong button. She's got a total of 5, and they cost $1,500, so they're not, you know, they're not cheap. She sells 10 life gems. Life gems are good. They're heals that aren't tied to your Estus flask. You can just use them whenever. They're not as powerful or as fast, but they are purchasable. Leningrad's Key opens Blacksmith Leningrad's shop in Majula. Majula, the land of exiles, is comprised of abandoned old houses, one of which Leningrad has fashioned into a workshop. Okay, so we're gonna, that's expensive, but it's worth it. We're gonna unlock the blacksmith back in Majula. Buy a couple of these maybe. We'll have 2,700 dollarinos left. Fire bombs, witches' urns. These two items are also useful, but you can see they're supremely expensive. We'll worry about those later. Now, merchants, like any other NPC, you want to talk to them ad nauseum. You want to exhaust their conversation.
You're strange
The
to
dialogue.
this land. Oh, we get as strangers these days. Everybody's gone and run off. Dranglake's been a pile of rubble since the war fought long, long ago. And the giants crossed the sea. Seemed like the battles would never end. Poor folk like myself had nary a place to sleep. That's why I keep all me things right with me. You may travel light, but methinks you bear a burden of your own. They say these trees grew from the remains of the giants. From each carcass sprouted new life growing into what you see now. But you know what they also say?
She's almost doing 6-7 right now. Look, she's doing 6, but not 7. She's halfway there.
It's high time that I pick up a move.
Creepy dark aura hand.
Tip for you. Next time we meet, my
Next time we meet? What about now? I need bargains now.
Thanks. Kindly.
Okay. So we're all juiced up again. Let's go back to Majula because we got the bonfire. I mean the blacksmith's key. Might be worth going to see how that bears out. Hello. How many souls for me to level up? 2,400. So I do have enough. But before we choose to spend money on that, look at this. Hey, look what I've done for you. Look at those oven mitts. He's ready to bake things. Got his blacksmithing tools there, his hammer, his... not calipers, what do you call those, tongs?
Ah, yes, very good. Now I can get to work. But first, let me set up. Come again later.
Later? What about today? What about today? I'm here now. So I think the reason he says that is because in this game, NPCs can't actually walk to their new location.
Ah, yes, very good. Now, but first,
I think if I just sit at the bonfire, that will allow him to move into the shop. So we reset things. And now he's in the shop. That's what later means. Hello.
you stand back. This is dangerous work. The name's Lenigrast, just a simple blacksmith. And you are, another useless traveler.
No respect.
A man ought to labor with his feet planted firmly in the earth. Not roam around like you flirtatious vagabonds.
Flirtatious vagabond.
What does it matter? Go on, show me what you've got. Your equipment. Let me have
Scratching
a
his
look,
back.
but do it quick.
My lord. I scratch your back, my lord. We're talking?
Drat. You're worse than my reckless daughter.
No respect at all.
Don't spend your whole life in transit, you hear?
I'm sorry, I'm missing some chat on cat. The game looks so good, you're tempted to do another run of this with path tracing. You finished your first one last week, your first run of the game ever? What's encouraging about the path tracing mod is just way more performant and way more scalable than any of the other path tracing things I've tried, like the RTX Remix games, Portal 1 Remix, Half-Life 2. They can run, but they stress my hardware to the max, whereas this game, the way that it's implemented is just way more performant. It's just delightful. I mean, it makes sense that RTX Remix games chug because there's this whole other like layer on top of the game. So it's just like it's running the game plus this whole engine bolted on. So I'm sure that the way that the data is handled is not super optimal and streamlined. Whereas when the mod is made specifically for the game, I mean, I guess they're using outside technology, but it's not. They're not using sort of an off-the-shelf platform to hook into the game. It's just the approach. Evidently, I mean, just you can see it. It's just more performant. This.
You'll need souls to repair and improve equipment. I know only of smithing, but souls have many other uses as well. Don't waste your souls on useless trinkets. Think before you spend.
Think before you spend. And to have this kind of lighting in such a huge game with such S-tier world and environment design, it's such a treat. I mean, because Portal, the environments are beautiful, but they're very contained. You're in test chambers and some behind the scenes. You're like in these interiors, very industrial. Half-Life 2, they've only released a couple levels of the Half-Life 2 path tracing mod, and that looks good. But even at least the levels they've released, they're just so much more self-contained, where you have this massive world. Beautifully designed world, all kinds of different architecture and geological things, mountains, caves, and there's so much more stuff to look at and appreciate how those things are impacted by lighting. Before we talk more,
Don't waste.
this is where you put my reward, I presume. Short bow. Okay.
What?
Can I, what do you sell? Sell some weapons, longsword, falchion, estoc, rapier, mace. That's kind of like the Morning Star, but bigger, heavier. I like the Morning Star because my weapon, the spiked mace, also causes bleed damage and it's light and nimble, but it is a strike weapon. So, weapons that have strike damage, also known as blunt weapons, they are better for armored enemies, rather, it makes sense because hitting something in armor with like a big metal ball is going to be more effective than trying to slice at it with like a katana or a knife. 40 streak! Good gravy, Malvatron. Appreciate that. Minecraft RTX mods, I guess those are also more performant because they're not using the framework of RTX Remix framework. Thank you. Is it on my camera? Oh no, that's part of the UI. I thought this little white speck was just more photons. Part of the UI. Alright, so he sells some weapons. He sells some ammunition. He sells Titanite shards. I already have one. That's $800, but these are what are used for the initial upgrades of regular weapon. I think we'll be able to do at least one. There's my weapon. It's going to do more damage, so it adds 11 damage to each swing, I suppose. It adds 4 to the ability to activate the bleed effect. So that's the impact on the weapon itself. My total damage is going out up by if I could do some math here, 16. So it's interesting that number on the top there, 110 to 121. I think that is the base damage improvement to the weapon. But then since I have some strength on the right, you see 147 to 163. The strength is sort of acts like a multiplier. The more strength you have, the more better damage you do. Let's do it. Boom. Now I could buy more Titanite shards to make it even stronger. And now I require 2. That'll be 1,600. Let's do it. Let's just pump. Let's spend since we have the money. I think we have some pocket souls too. Now, I don't know if this is going to cost more than 597 to do the next. Yeah, I need a couple dollars.
I'll be around if you make it back.
Does he like me more now that I've spent money? Pop a couple of these guys. Hold them. Should be enough.
What?
So it's going up another 11 just at the weapon side, and it's going up another 14. So 14 and 16. So I'm going to be doing 30 more points of damage per swing. You know, depending on what resistances the enemies have, but starting from 147 to 177. So proportionally, that's huge. Just like 25-30% more damage. Swing.
I'll be around.
Okay, and now we're poor.
if you make it.
Now we're poor again. Alright, the next thing I want to do is there's a map maker, the Forest of Fallen Giants, who will give us the key to the manor. This is the manor. Main building. Majula, and we're not allowed to go in yet. Locked. You don't have the right. Oh, you don't have the right. Alright, let's go back into the fray. My stream preview is... I don't never understand this. My stream preview is looking a little bit framey. Though, OBS swears I have 0 dropped frames. I just don't understand. I don't know where the framiness comes from. Is it coming from my streaming computer? Is it actually framey in the stream and the recording? I don't know. You have to figure that out. Because my last stream, with the settings I had, both in OBS and in the game, the stream was mostly at 1440p 60, or the recording. And then there were some segments where it just dropped to 30, like it just chugged. Why? Why? Okay, we're back here. We've got $300, so we'll buy one more life gem, so we have a total of 9. You're welcome kindly. So to venture forth, we will go down this very inviting ladder into into the sphincter of the castle. This is the entrance into the large intestine. But first we explore our immediate surroundings, because there's a stairway up here. Where could this lead? Darkness. I can barely see my own nose in front of my face. Nothing, but we have a door. It's locked. Now, if we're observant, we can see that this door is looking kind of deep enfeebled. And so there are some doors in the game that if you start bashing them, you can bash them. Not many. There are a few. Game doesn't stay at 60 very long, but it doesn't really stay framey. I wish I understood. Oh, there was a crystal lizard in here. I just let him escape. I was too busy talking to the chat. Idiot. We'll come back and try to do that again momentarily. Break some furniture first. There's more to be had here. Hollow soldier helm. It's so dark in here. It's so fucking... Jeebus! Oh, there's a chest. You have to mash your body against everything in the room just to see what there is. Repair powder. Small leather shield. I haven't been using a shield much yet. It weighs next to nothing. But this will give me the opportunity, the ability to parry should I want. Also, I realized I'm not wearing my life ring. I've been like losing out on HP. I could have been having the whole time. Another shiny? Hand axe. Radiant life gem. So that's a life gem that's much more powerful. They're rarer and more expensive, but they just heal you for more and more quickly. Another door. Now we're upstairs. And I just know from memory, there's this guy waiting over here just to ruin our day. Let's ruin his day first. There's a crack in the geometry where we're seeing a little bit of... There's a gap. You see outside daylight. I don't think I can jump across, but I also don't think there's anything there. I think it might be too far to jump. The lighting here, where all the lighting is coming from the bottom, aside from my character light. It's the ceiling, the way it proceeds up the wall here, the stone wall, and the way it's obscured by parts of the trunk. Never seen this kind of detailed faithfulness of the way lighting behaves. Okay, now there's a shiny right there. And it's very easy to miss this drop. I think remember you kind of just want to do it from here, maybe? Divine blessing. Divine indeed. Alright, so, now we missed an elusive thing when we went up there previously, and I opened the door and then I got distracted by chat. So we're gonna go back up to see if we can kill the crystal lizard. We'll scurry into the corner as soon as we get in there. There he is. So these are creatures. Titanite shard. Oh, I can upgrade the weapon even more. Maybe. I need 3, I think. Just got 2 for free. And once you kill them once, they're gone. But they typically run away from you as soon as you enter their vicinity. And then they disappear until the next time you reset the area. So you have to kill them before they disappear. And what's nice, now that he's dead, look how much more I can see in this room. And this is, again, this is a benefit of the mod, where this dead enemy serves as a light source in here, where I can now actually see everything. I can actually see what this room's all about. I don't have to hug the wall just to be able to see anything. Cool. It's not just a graphics mod that just makes things prettier, but because of the nature of the mod and this game, the lighting mod has a significant impact on gameplay. Alright, I think we're ready to venture forth. We only have $228. Go down here into the sphincter. There's all these guys taking a nap. Then we're rude awakening. And this guy heard his friend getting attacked. Right now the stream preview is at full 60, but then periodically it drops. I wonder if my Elgato capture card is just failing. It's the old, it's like the Mark 1 version of the 4K 60 Pro. Like $400 to get a new one though. I don't know if... Especially when I don't know if that's even the problem. Oh look, there's shinies, there's light, let's go explore. Oh, does not open from this side. What about the other side? Surely it's open on the other side. There's another nap taker. He was gonna wake up as soon as I went to pick up this shiny. Soul of a lost and dead. Soul of a lost and dead. Soul of a lost and dead. This one's locked too. Great. What a fun castle. Can't explore anything. There's a third door. Another fog wall. And because I've learned the hard way, there's another guy taking a nap right here. Got his armor. Let's examine his armor. It has some stats better than my current armor. It's heavier. So I won't be able to roll as nimbly. It has a bit of poise. But it's weaker in a few different categories. Also, it looks kind of dorky. A dorky looking armor. But what if I dressed fully in the armor of the enemy? Could I be disguised and avoid their hostility? I'm pretty sure that is no. I want to give you guys a look at it. This is the armor. Even the less magnificent sets of armor in this game, they have a tremendous attention to detail to their design. Lowly armor. It's all has naturalistic or convincing wear. Interesting iconography that just helps it feel more real and grounded and attached to some sort of history. Material work is exceptional, like the leather on the gloves, the straps and all the rivets. Certainly all this, I can't, you know, I'm pretty sure, or maybe I've even seen a video about it and then forgot, but stuff is very well researched and based on actual things you might find in the world. Now there's a torch sconce here that I want to light. How much torch time do I have left? I've got 22 minutes. That's right, because we're using the torch quality of life mod. So, I'm gonna have to spend some of that time in order to bring the fire, to link the fire. It's like the Olympics over here. I have to carry the torch to light the Olympic. Now we can light torches from Bonfire, and now at the bottom left there you'll see the clock's ticking. I gotta run. Now while I'm on the ladder, which is nice, the torch goes out, but also the time doesn't tick, and then magically it reignites once you get off the ladder. That's sort of a conceit. Doesn't make any sense, but it's nice for the game to not eat your torch time while you're on the ladder. Now I've lit it. This will remain lit now persistently. I put out my torch, and now this room has a little bit more comfy lighting. And again, with the mod, having a torch in any room, or a sconce, a lit sconce like this, is so impactful that it completely transforms the area. Just dramatic lighting and visibility improvements. There's another door here. Can't bash through this one because it's not damaged, and we can't open it because we don't have goods. We're gonna go find our cartographer. Do some cartographs. All right. I have to go. I think I have to go exploring on the rooftops. How do I even do it? Do I just... Oh god, barely. Oh, look! There's an item here. Torch! Even. Precious, precious torches. I don't... Oh, fuck you. Something shot me. I don't think I can drop out that way. That's probably a bad idea. Oh, shit! This dude. Can I backstab? Bad angle. He's dead. I think I have to go back down to get up. Well, I forget exactly what options I have from down here, but we'll figure it out together. There's archers everywhere trying to ruin my day. This guy, no. Dude, I don't like it. I'm gonna like... There, yeah, get him out here. I'm gonna fall in the water just by trying to attack him. Okay. I'm gonna pop a life gem because I know there's that guy. I'm gonna be taking damage. I gotta be careful. There's a couple enemies up here. You're getting shot at while I see these guys. These fuckers. These fucks. No. Stop shooting at me, guys! Whoop! Careful jump. Okay, up there. Gotta keep moving, lest you get shot. There's a ladder to go up, but what? What's in here? Here we have an Indiana Jones moment. First, let's admire again the lighting. When we go from an exterior into an exterior, that's when some of it, the most dramatic lighting, happens. So again, first-time players get crushed by that boulder. Not me. There's only one boulder, so that only happens once. I think it might happen again. You reset the area. I forget. You don't typically have to come back here too often. What's up, dude? Amber herb. Now we have this fellow digging around in the dirt. He's from Monty Python. He's harvesting dirt. He's a dirt farmer. What say you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just daydreaming, I think. My name is Kale. I'm a traveler like yourself. I'm navigating the continent to create a map.
A map?
Why
You say?
cartography, you ask? Well, that's a good question. When I first came into this forsaken land, it was... a curse? Something about a...
He's forgetting. His memory's going.
How embarrassing. I seem to have lost my focus. But I do know one thing for
This
certain.
is known as a nipple
I've
shield.
always been very fond of maps.
Is this against terms of service, the nipple shield?
I came to this land some time ago. Drangling, the
Sir?
lost kingdom.
Speak to the nipple.
So romantic. Have you seen Majula?
Treat it like a
Well,
microphone.
there's a rather spacious mansion there. I've made it my temporary home. Well, as something of a squatter, I'm afraid.
Water. Here, speak directly into the nipple.
In the mansion, I found a strange map, like none I'd ever seen. I believe that it's a map of Drangling. Now I'm traveling the land to prove it. Yes, that's it. That's why I came to
He
this
remembered.
Wait. No. That wasn't it.
Wait, he's not remembered. He's disremembered.
I don't seem to recall.
He unremembered.
Were you looking for that map? Wonderful. Then you're fascinated by maps, just like
I'm your
me.
brother in cartography.
Shame on you. You should have told me before.
My bad, homie.
Here, take this. A key to the mansion.
And again, showing you clearly why you
What a
should
joy
exhaust the
to meet a
dialogue
kindred
with
spirit out here.
slow-speaking sad NPCs.
Incredible, really, isn't it? Such a map to be chiseled in stone.
I haven't seen it yet, buddy.
Oh, but one thing. I would not venture deep into the mansion.
Warning.
Now, I can't be certain, but I've heard disturbing noises. Something about it feels wrong.
Tommy's back.
Just be careful, please.
I will be careful.
I'll be back and perhaps we will meet again.
We'll be back.
And discuss maps at our leisure.
We can talk more about our mutual mapping hobby. All right. Now can I make it back with my precious souls? I don't think I can exit this way. This is just death down here. Maybe you could make that jump, but maybe I have to make that jump? No, actually I can go up the ladder that we saw earlier. That jump is risky. It's probably doable, but risky because of the way jumping works in this game. It's all clunky. I love this, the way this looks. Right, up the ladder. I just need to get back in one piece. Preferably in one piece. You fucker who were shooting at me the whole time. Take a seat. You're off duty. On the roof. I can take the ladder. Wait, but will this get us back there? I don't know if I can go back there this way. How do I... Oh, I'm already back. I don't have to... I was about to drop down for no reason. We're already back! We're so back. We've got the key to the mansion. Look, I'd love to go explore that zone over there. Can't get there yet. All right. We're gonna take a seat at the bonfire here. I'm just gonna take a quick minute to stretch my legs. Oh, check the plumbing. Make sure the plumbing is in order. I think it's a good time is midstream is when I want to check the plumbing in my apartment. I'll leave you with some tunes while I step away here. BRB. All right, we're back for more shenanigans. What a charming song from Final Fantasy X, Besaid Island. You guys play Final Fantasy X? Final Fantasy X was the last Final Fantasy I was really passionate about because it was still turn-based. I like turn-based RPGs. Oh wait, that's not the right one. What's this?
There is a smell. It smells like a shit.
Smell like a shit. Let's go check out the manor we've just got the key for. Exciting stuff. I'm also keen to upgrade our weapon further. I got 2 Titanite shards. I'm gonna need a 3rd one, I'm pretty sure. I can buy, but that's gonna eat into my money. We've got 2. So let's pop our pocket souls, see what we're working with. Bigger one. 800, that might get us there. We'll spend 800 on 1 more shard and then whatever the upgrade cost is.
I knew.
And, you know, the currency that we're using is the same currency that I would use to level up. So you're always having to make decisions in this game on how you want to spend your money. If I want to spend it leveling up this one weapon, which may not be a weapon I use throughout the entire game, or do I want to level up my character, which will have permanent benefits but might not help me so much in the immediate term. At this point, and just the way I play the game and my familiarities, I'm going to improve my gear. That will also pay dividends. Worry about leveling up more later. So I want to buy 1 more of these guys. He's only got a limited amount. Like, you know, this is not for ever either. Started with 10 of these shards. And because of that, because of the availability of the upgrade materials, or the lack thereof, you don't really have until much later in the game to sit there and try every weapon and upgrade every weapon. You have to pick and choose a little bit and then focus on 1 or 2 weapons. Because you won't be able to upgrade many more than that until much later in the game. But we're sticking with our 1 weapon for now. That's going to add another 11 points to base damage, another 14 to total damage. Now I'm poor again.
I'll be around if you make it back.
Does he like me more now that I've done some purchasing?
You again. Equipment can be strengthened with rare ore stone.
He's not talking as much shit
Such
anymore.
ore stone won't come easily.
Sharpen thy prison shank.
My girl knows her stones, but she's always out prancing about. Now, there's a time for travels, but you can't wander the world forever. Even you must have someone waiting back home.
He's talking about his daughter who's wandering sort of vagabond style. We will actually have the opportunity to reunite him with his daughter later on.
Don't waste my time.
Come back to Majula. Alright, to the manor. I do have a couple bucks. I'm gonna buy 1 flame butterfly. Flame butterflies are an item that allow you to light a torch. Oh, look at the sun blasting in through here. They allow you to light a torch anywhere, where typically you can only light a torch at a sconce or a bonfire.
Oh, you do have a rather pleasant scent. The type I'm quite
Yummy!
fond of.
They don't add to your available torch time, but they do allow you to light one anywhere. And this is part of a mod that I installed where usually this vendor doesn't sell these things. And also to a lesser extent, prism stones allow you to create temporary small points of light on the ground. They don't really illuminate the area as much, but they let you kind of create a sense of your surroundings, and they also disappear once you die or reset the area. Tommy, come here. Come here where I can pick you up. Tommy. Can't reach you down there. Tommy. Here. Tommy. Hold on. Cat owners, do your cats ever just position themselves and ask them to pick you up, you to pick them up, but then they're just out of reach? Oh, gotcha, Tommy. Here. Bring you up for a close up. Hey, look right at you guys. Checking out chat there. Tommy. I like having a cat appreciation moment in the streams. I appreciate Tommy. My only complaint about Tommy is that he's needy and he's insatiable. He always wants attention. He's sort of learned for the most part when I'm streaming that I'm going to be doing this. But even during the stream, at least once or twice, he's going to demand
I'll be around if you ever come
attention.
back.
I give it to him. All right, into the manor. This area is another tremendous showcase for the lighting mod. That I've opened the door and the way the light floods in and just sort of diminishes as it gets obstructed by walls and things. Got a book? It's so low res I can't read it. I can't read the title. Someone should fix that. Miyazaki, can you upgrade that texture, please? But how about this book? Look at the size of this one. Also very blurry text, hard to make out. Look at the size of this fucker. Who's reading these? What's the deep, mysterious lore about this area? Got unbreakable furniture. Ooh, and a shiny. Barrow's Lockstone. We'll see what those do later.
Says, we don't see shit.
Oh, fuck me! That always happens when I do cat appreciation moment. All right. Well, I'm not going to talk through it all again, but I forgot when we stopped. When did I stop showing? Did you even see me walk into the manor? Or was I still in the cat world? I don't know. I need to remember that. It's a bad habit. Well, anyways, in case you weren't there for me to open the door. Also, stream preview is framey again, even though it's showing no dropped frames. Let me just check OBS on this site. I'm not even streaming on OBS on my streaming computer, but I'm generating a preview window. And I wonder if that's what's lagging? I don't know. You didn't see the manor? Alright, well, here's the manor. And I didn't do too much, but I opened the door. Then when I opened the door, the light flooded in like this, and I was remarking about how beautiful lighting is and how it spreads across the different surfaces and diminishes the further you know, when it's obscured by stone and geometry and such. Again, this level of lighting is just I've never seen in a game. Just convincing lighting behavior. Then I walked in here and I remarked on how their furniture can't be destroyed. And we looked at this book with an upside down, heavily pixelated, low res title, and I asked Miyazaki to fix that. Then we looked at this book, this giant book here. I was wondering who reads this? Who's reading here? We have lit candles. Have these been lit forever? Are these forever candles? Then I ran over here and there's this corpse and I got a shiny off him. The Pharaoh's Lockstone, which is a interesting item that allows you to unlock certain puzzles and doors in the game. I'll talk more about that once we encounter one of those things. Alright, here we have a corner. Here we have the side yard. You see they got pigs in the back. You see the pig? Piggy. Eating the dirt. There's more than one. Yeah, multiple pigs. Now here's the basement where I was warned not to go down into, so we're not going to go there yet. Look around the house a little bit more. Again, another just the way that this structure is, that it's got the these big holes in it, gaps in the roof. It's just such a great showcase for the way the lighting behaves against this geometry than in most games, where it responds to all these different nuances and just cracks in the ceilings and things. This room also just beautiful. And we have a chest. Titanite shard and 6 more torches. That is by virtue of the mod I installed that just makes more torches available early game. So my total torch time now is almost an hour. It's pretty good. Okay, now I do want to go in the basement, but especially since now we have the torch time, I'm gonna bring a light source down there. It's dark and spoopy. Gotta run all the way back here. And then we want to be mindful of our time, so we're gonna sprint right back. Timers are ticking. I did discover a method where I can farm infinite torches at the expense of time do it, but it's not until later in the game. So at a certain point, I'll be able to sort of offline just put in some time to collect a bunch of torches, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. All right, this is the basement about which we were warned. Here's the stone map of Dranglaic, land in which we reside. There are 4 Lord Souls, or Great Souls, that we have to, take from bosses, and after we kill each of them, they will actually be marked on this map. So we'll come back here so we can see that. But for now, let's go where we shouldn't. We shan't. We were warned against. Could be here. Ah! Skeleton! And a sconce. An item. An Estus Flask Shard. That's going to give me an extra sip of Sunny D. Going to bring the capacity up to 3. That's a legendary thing to get. This is a chest that was made for the game when they released the DLC, and it ties to online activity. There'll be a unique weapon in here every week for 4 weeks or something. Since I'm not online and since the DLC is over now, it's just a soul vessel. A soul vessel is an item that allows me to respec my character, but I think I can only do it a certain person or something. I forget. No respecking for now. All right, but we've got an Estus Flask Shard. That is a high value thing to have. Do it. We use it. Then we'll go back to the forest. She'll say something different now since I have an Estus Flask Shard.
Is that a shard you found? Here, let me see it, so that I may help you. To see light, to see hope, however faint it might be.
Sure. Namaste. Nice. All right, so now we've got 3 heals. We've upgraded our... We did do the weapon upgrade. Yeah, we've upgraded our weapon. The lighting situation's darkening here, so I'm gonna adjust my lighting so I'm not so blindingly bright. Drop the ammo. All right, let's go back to the forest and make some more progress, hopefully. Okay. So we're here. I think we're broke, right? Nope. I'll buy a couple more life gems since I have money. Never have too many of these. She's gonna run out anyway, but I'll buy them while she's got them.
Thank you kindly.
Into the sphincter once more. Kill the two nappers, or kill the napper. Napper and the napper's homie. Now in this game, unlike all the other Dark Souls games, if you kill any enemy 12 times total, they don't respawn, or at least most of the enemies. Might as well kill them. Kill them just for fun. For lols. Look, the lit room remains lit. Alright, this time we will climb up the vine. I think there's a little bit more stuff over there. But here we will encounter for the first time the turtle enemy. And again, for first time players of this game, this is often a obstacle. Hard to overcome. Oh, well, he did most of the work for me there. we both took a little bit of lumps there. Pop a life gem. 1,000 souls for killing that guy though. So this is also a pretty effective place for early leveling if you farm that guy. You learn how to kill him effectively. Here's the bowman that kept on shooting us when we were down there. Alright, and then this is one of the best known secrets in the game. There's this wall of explosive barrels. And if we can get it... Oh shit! Get this guy to hit it. See something magical happen. Oh, wait, come on. Wait, he fell down. He's not... Can't throw here? How do I get him? Is it really? Oh shit, this dude. Trying to bait him to throw the fireball into the barrels. Bro, still here. Aggro. No. Over here, buddy. What? Do I have firebombs? Maybe I can just do it myself. Might have firebombs. I have one! Let me not miss. I can buy more if I have to, but... Alright. Usually you can lock on when you're fighting an enemy, but without an enemy you have to sort of eyeball it. Tuck it. Hey! The wall breaks open. Now we have a shortcut back to the bonfire. So instead of going into the sphincter every time, you can just come straight out here. You learned that sconces are only sconces when attached to a vertical flat surface. The things that you call are pedestal stones. Okay, you're right. A sconce might be a wall-mounted flame source. I've also heard the word brazier, B-R-A-Z-I-E-R, used to refer to like those types of pedestals. Sorry if I've been misinforming everyone with sconces. I meant the light pedestals. Pedestal stones. Some of them are made out of wood. The light thing. Is this a sconce? That's like a torch. I think the sconces are like actually lighting fixtures. Alright, so another interesting thing here. I'm not going to reset because these guys are dead. Now, up on that platform up there, there's a bunch of enemies that will wake up as soon as they get up there, but there's also this unique opportunity to fight the area boss early. He will appear while I'm up there, and if I leave the platform, he will disappear. And if I die, he will also not come back here again, meaning you have to then play through the end of the level, get to him. So you have sort of a one-time chance to kill the boss early, but it's very difficult, and I'm not super overpowered, but we'll try it, because why not? Maybe we'll get lucky. It's especially hard because there's these other enemies who kind of try to ruin your day at the same time. Might be able to debate some of them to come down by just being up here, but no. Oh, well, there's the boss already. So try to kill these guys real quick. And I missed. And I missed. There he is. Hoping if I stay over here, the other guys won't wake up and make contact. Ooh. Oh god, that hit me. Oh god. Use this one to heal. Oh god. I didn't even get a chance to do anything. Oh. We did it. I don't know if I've ever done that. I don't know if I've ever killed him here. Now these guys are awake. That was a good strat. By keeping him on this side of the platform, none of these guys woke up during the fight. 18,000 souls, baby! That was nice. Alright, that felt good. I don't think I've ever killed him here. I didn't intentionally misinform GA about the sconces, but I appreciate you making the truth known. So I got a soul from him. I also got a ring. The Ring of Blades. Ring of Blades is modeled after the Mad Knight of Alkin's weapon of choice. Increases physical attack. Nice. Any physical attack that I dish out will be increased. Kingdoms of Alkin and Ven long ago flourished on these very grounds. They were both founded by the same man. They were reduced to rivalry and what? Rivalry and spite. Let's equip it. Let's see. So it's going to improve my... I get 20 points more damage output. My current weapon, at least. That's pretty good. I must have picked up a torch somewhere else too, because now I have over an hour of torch left. And what else did I get? I got a soul, a boss soul, which I can either use to later to get one of his weapons, or I can pop it to get a bunch of souls to spend. All right, there's still at least one living enemy up here, the fire bomber. Take care of him. Got you. Another item. Repair powder. Estus flask shard. That is so good. So I'm gonna have 4 sips of Sunny D moving forward. What a great find. All right, let's go spend. We're gonna go on a shopping spree back in Majula with all these souls. Leveled the fuck up, dude.
Buy something else. It's high time that I pick up a move.
I think that now that he's dead, I don't know what triggers it, but I think now she might actually move to Majula. She does at some point, but I don't know what exactly the trigger is for it. Emotional perk up, right. I'm used to just getting all bitter and sad during that fight because I usually get killed. Now, if I rested the bonfire, will she show up? That wasn't the trigger, so something else triggers her to come here. I wonder what it is. I wonder what triggers... Or I think sometimes you have to actually quit out to the main menu for things to upgrade. I mean, to change. I'll try it. I don't know if that's the case, but maybe there's something else that triggers her to actually move here. Maybe it's when you kill the first giant. The last giant. No, she's not here yet. Okay. Let's level up, baby.
Is that here to see light?
Oh, let's
however
also
thin?
upgrade our flask. All right, time for spending. Couple in strength. Increase our ability to deal damage. Couple in ADP, just because eventually I want to be better rolling. I think once I get to 20 ADP, I'll be happy. Or it'll be much more reasonable, but I need to spread this stuff out a bit. More health. Okay.
Bullshit, I can't hear you.
I'm sorry. Why was I muted? How long was I muted? I was just talking about leveling up and where I'm putting my points in. Then I said I'm going to use the boss soul to get more souls because I don't particularly want that boss's weapon, which I think is just the shield, a very heavy shield. Maybe you can get something else. But I wasn't doing much here. I was just talking to her and then debating about where to put my points in. I think we're going to get 3 more levels. One more in ADP. So you know, once I get to 20 on ADP, my agility will be at 96, which I think is sort of a standard level of iframes for dodging. So I want to keep trickling some points into there. Vitality is my equip load. Endurance is my amount of stamina and my poise. Stamina is... You only get a couple points for each one, but it's actually pretty useful. So it's another one where I like to trickle things in. then even more health. And then previously, just now, I put in 2 points into strength also. I think we're in pretty good shape here with these selections. Stronger every day, baby. Oh, did I get any other... Did I get any keys? Abandoned house. I already used both of those. I have 3 shards, but I think I need large shards to further upgrade my weapon at this point. See if we got any other interesting armor or anything. Hard leather armor. Oh, I'm still wearing this stupid armor. I'm wearing the stupid infantry. I was wearing the hollow infantry armor. I didn't realize I was still doing that. Oops. Okay. Just so unfashionable. The hard leather armor is weaker in some aspects, but it's stronger in other aspects. So I think it's sort of a wash. And it weighs less, so I'm more nimble. Now I'm at exactly 50% equip load at the bottom right there. I think that's a good place to be, because that, I think if you're at 50, I think it's a certain threshold where I get a little bit more distance in my roll or something. I think the second you go above 50, I think it starts reducing the length of your roll. All right, making some good progress here. Let's go make a little bit more. We're sort of in the back half of the stream at this point, but I'm not ready to stop yet. I'm motivated and enthused to keep playing. I was hoping I'd got another key to unlock some of these other doors, but not yet. We'll keep pressing further, pressing on. I will buy... I have a couple dollars, one more of these.
Thank you kindly.
Kill the turtle. Oh shit! There's all these other dudes at the same time? Oh nice. They're doing the job for me. Nice. Easy souls plus a human effigy. That's generous. So, if you're not having to go up there to fight the pursuer, what you can do is run up here and be like, "Hey guys, how are you? What's going on?" And then you bail, because that will wake them up, and then you can come fight them down here. There they come. They're all lighting up to get at me. Yeah, so if you're just not careful about your positioning during that boss fight, you have to deal with all these guys at the same time. Oh shit! I'm not in a good position right now. Good positioning. Oof. Oh god. Oh, I could die right now. I died. I've been doing good about, you know, just making through these areas and not getting killed by the normal run-of-the-mill enemies. But you can see if you lose control of the situation, even just the regular pleb enemies can kill you pretty quickly. Doesn't take much. Now my souls are on the ground. Can I get them back without dying? So, get this guy. I know we're gonna have. Yep, this guy is coming. Whoop. And the turtle. Stop it! God damn it! Oh my god, I got golfed! I'm lucky he's backing up because he wants to go back to where he started. He's too far from his normal area. We got him. Okay. Should be able to at least recover my souls now. Huh, only 740? I misunderstood. I thought that the turtle had given me like 1,000 souls, but maybe something else had happened there. Alright, let's try not to die this time. I'll try to kill one of them up here. I guess I'm gonna try to kill all of them up here. Well, went definitely way better that time. Better outcomes. And you! I'm gonna try to fireball me. No! Fucking point blank fireball. What? Pop a life gem to top off. Save my Estus. The bad guys didn't level up. It's just when you're fighting multiple enemies and they start staggering you, you can get into a situation where there's just you can't get out of it. Or it's hard to get out of at least. There is a way to make all of the enemies level up in a particular area. It's a specific mechanic in the game, but I did not use it yet here. Caught a bad break. Alright, here's another area where I know that there's a ambush that way, but in here, I don't know if it's easy to see on stream, there's a bunch of ballista. These sort of wagons that shoot massive arrows. If I step in here, I'm gonna back out real quick. They all fire. And there was all these enemies in there waiting to get me too, but at least one of them got killed. So it's another situation where if you don't know the level... Oh god, no, not the same thing, not the same thing, no. Oh, there's a third one? Ah! Right away! Can they climb? I don't think they can climb. I almost got into the same pinch as last time. I can do a plunge attack. Nice, that was effective. God, they're still fucking trying to murder me. Oh, got it. Whew. Saving my Estus for later. An item here. Green blossom. Now there is some cool shit in there. I guess I can get at least these. I don't think the ballista can shoot again. There's more stuff in here. We'll come back for it later. I clicked through that more quickly than I intended. I think I picked up a shield. Got blue wooden shield. It's not very good. And there's multiple ways for me to go. I know which way I want to go. We can have a quick chat with Pate. So he's the equivalent of the Patches character that this series of games is notorious for, or he's a notorious character in the FromSoft games. Again, the way the metallic armor looks with the lighting mod is spectacular.
Hello there.
Trusty Patches.
All alone in these treacherous times. Well, I hope you have a very good reason. Oh,
look at his posture.
Who am I to judge? My name is Pate.
Pate's
I
Chiz.
journey hither and thither on a sort of treasure hunt, you might call it. Be careful out there. There's talk of unsavory bandits who prey upon travelers like yourself.
You don't say.
Oh yes, you be cautious if you go any farther. There's treasure in there for certain, but the entrance locks from behind.
He's not lying.
I saw the same design earlier, and it's the same contraption, I'm sure. I was with this warrior, you see, and he insisted that he go inside first. The rather brusque fellow tried to swipe the loot for himself, but it trapped him inside. I still have the gent's ring. I do hope he wasn't harmed.
Go on.
I'll leave this one to you. I'm worried about what might be inside.
He's so diabolical because he's telling the truth. But he actually wants me to go in there. Get murked. Here's a look at His butt. Look at that. Murdering is what they're supposed to do. Alright, we've got a mission. Now, this area is full of exploding barrels, but they've already blown up. These guys throw fire bombs at them. And I get the shiny without dying. Ring spear, run away! Oof, without getting hit. Quickly go check what's over here. Napping good. You guys attacking the tree. Hey guys. Backstab. No problem. Examine. Nothing happened, you guys. Nothing. Exciting. Shiny tucked away in the back. Large soul of a lost undead. This is a tree, but it's melded with the torso and figure of a giant. The giants in this game famously have holes for faces. Face is a hole. Cavernous face. Alright. Moving on. I don't think there's anything else in this little zone. There is a ladder, though, if I wanted to go up there. We'll do that some other time. For now, we're on a mission. We're going back here. Okay. And we're about to unlock a shortcut. This hallway, with the lighting mod, is one of the... Oh, someone just died over there. One of the neatest looking areas of the game. Alright, these two dudes. They have shields, so they can be a real pain. Look, people falling all over the place in the background. Stop it! Don't do that. The way the light's shining through that opening and the way it sort of spreads along everything. Very pleasing to the eye. If you can hit them before they put their shields up, they're not too much of a pain, but until then, it'll be quite a pain. Alright, enter the mist. Look where we are. Does this place look familiar? Got not a sconce, but a brazier. But those of you who have been paying attention earlier, you remember this door. The door that was locked earlier. Now it's open. We can go back to the bonfire right up here. Whoop! Dedge. I don't want to go rest at the bonfire yet because I'm not trying to respawn everything. I'm going to light my torch. We'll spend some of our torch time. Torch time! Down there, you can actually get down there. There are these fire-breathing salamanders and stuff. I don't know. I gotta be quick because I'm using my torch time. So we can so this is certainly not a stone pedestal, but this is a fire brazier. I don't know. Fire stand. And I want to bring my torch because I want to go in here and it's also very dark. Food right there. And a stairway to nothing. But a large leather shield. This is also one of the shields I like much in this game. Let's get out of here so we can turn the torch off. It's very lightweight, and it's just got this, and it's pretty good in terms of damage reduction. Instead of 90% of physical or 100%, it does 90%. But it's just this nice beige disc. A leather-covered shield preferred by hunters. Inferior to metal shields in terms of stability and physical damage reduction, but very easy to use and weighing so little that it hardly requires any strength to bear. Then you get to walk around with this huge disc on your back. Quite fashionable. And you can even use it to block. Alright. Now there's a door on the other side, but I can't get there from here. Because reasons. I think we have a little bit more housekeeping we can do out here. Again, this really beautiful area. If you're observant, you might notice that the hammer of one of those turtle enemies behind the wagon there. So the uninitiated player walks up to loot the item and gets smashed. Admire the lighting, you guys. Look at this. With all the uniquely angled bits of wall and stuff, and just how convincing it is the way the light plays amongst those crevices and planes and surfaces. Alright, let's take care of this guy, hopefully. Got your attention. Oh! Golfed. One, a single swing? One, two? No? One, it's one? Oh. My weapon is now so strong that I could just be a little bit more aggressive because it just takes a couple of shots to kill him. Amber Herb. Amber Herb is something that I don't think is very useful to my character build. Restores spell uses, so we haven't... My character's not even able to use magic at this point. We haven't explored those systems. Maybe later in the game I'll be able to. And I'd have to invest a bunch of level ups into some of the magic stats to be able to do it. So that might be an item that I never use or won't use for quite a while. But just bask in this glorious lighting. So this thing right here is a sword attached to a giant severed hand. And look, there's a shiny up there. Should we just run up and get it? We know better. We ran out a little bit. Ah. There are ambushers. So we kite them to 4 of them. So if you go up there, all these guys drop in behind you, and you're on the sword above them, and they're preventing you from getting down. It can be quite a predicament. No problem for us today. Now we safely wander up the sword, and we're also rewarded with a spectacular perspective and view of the area. I'll take a moment to adjust our camera settings, because this is a fun place to sort of zoom out and see a bit of the level design that you don't get to see from the normal gameplay. I have to go browse my local files, edit a text file. I'll just pump it up to 13 here. A little bit further. You can see there's these giant statues. So you see the arm holding the sword straight ahead of me, decapitated, but a huge shield in their other hand. And then there's another statue over here that it still has its head and a big tower shield and missing the hand. Gives you a little bit more of a sense of where I am. I think I can zoom out much further just for balls here. Yeah, so I've zoomed out a great deal. Now you can see the sword in the hand. Some of the level doesn't look right because I'm not supposed to see it from this perspective, so pay no mind to the floating tower over there. This is fun for taking like screenshots. It's beautiful. Hanging out on the sword. Alright. Enough of that. Back to serious gaming in earnest. You like this lighting? Yeah, this lighting is good. Brazier is not inaccurate. Glad to know I'm no longer part of the plague of misinformation. Alright, now we go, and we should probably level up now since we got all these souls. And I think we might have time to do one more boss fight before we wrap up for today. Still got 12 life gems. I'll save my money for leveling for now. We can always come back and buy more life gems with our leftover cash. Pocket change. Milady, seek lest. We've got one level. I guess we'll put it into endurance. There are small returns, but they end up being valuable. Now, one of the reasons that a small boost to endurance can be more valuable than it seems, that if you look at my green bar, each time I attack, a little bit goes away. It's taking about almost a third of my green bar for each attack. 2, 3, and then there's a little bit left, but I can still do a 4th attack. So you only need to have a tiny sliver of your green bar remaining to do an additional attack. I think it's diminished in strength. The reason I'm saying it is that once I get a few more points into stamina, even if it's only 2 or 3 points at a time, once it reaches that threshold, I'll be able to do a 5th attack without having to wait for it to recharge. So, you know, you're trying to get your stamina above a threshold so you can get in one more attack without having to recharge. And the amount of stamina used also varies depending on how heavy your weapon is and maybe some other factors, but details about the mechanics there. Alright, we're gonna go back to the forest and I'm gonna try to do one more boss fight before we wrap up. I'm gonna take a quick pseudo break just to go use the restroom, but that'll just be just a very brief moment. So we'll do it, and then we're gonna go fight the last giant, I believe they're called. All right, we're back already. Switch back to game audio. All right, a couple more life gems since we have some spare change. We will almost have bought her out at this point. Got one more to spare.
Thank you kindly.
Girl Action 2 says, "Please sir, may I have one more boss fight?"
You may. Oh. It's not good I'm taking damage from scrubs on my way to the boss. Hop off with a life gem for now. Alright, we're gonna take the elevator here, which doesn't open to the other side. We can only go down. Now I think we might see a turtle going up on the other side. That happens sometimes. Oh, there he is. Turtle going up. Alright, there's at least one threat in here. Maybe 2. Dude. That dude. No, you're too quick. No, stop it! Stop stabbing me over and over again. Burn another life gem. That's the boss arena right in front of us. This door is locked. Alright, time for boss fight. You guys ready? Now, hopefully the cutscene's gonna play. I ran some tests, because I remember on the previous stream, and I cut it out of the stream, but the opening cinematic didn't play. But I was testing afterwards, starting a new game, and it did play. So I don't know why it didn't play on the last stream, but it is what it is. Also, my lighting is too bright again. Darken. Plus blinding, pasty white skin over here. How does a turtle? How do you use? I mean, I just call them turtles, assuming I presume they're just undead humans who just somehow remember elevator usage. They're kind of turtly in their character design because they have a big sort of shell in their armor, and they're greenish. All right, let's do this. Hydrate. All right. I think there's a cutscene here too. And it's working, that's good. I was worried that some of these might not work. I remember earlier I told you about the giants with the cavities for their faces, and this is one of them, and presumably are supposedly the last living one. He's embedded into the rubble, but he's freeing himself. Got all kinds of like rebar sticking out of him. He's not doing his best. I attack your ankle. Oh. Got blown back. Got a huge like pillar. Got the hops. Dude. Oh, he ripped off his arm. Wield as a weapon. Ooh, barely dodged that in time. Any questions? He's actually one of the easiest bosses in the game. Got the soul of the last giant and his soldier key. And one thing I love about this area also is the lighting. Look at this. In fact, if I turn off my character light for this area, it's more impressive. I'm not emitting any light anymore. Just with the opening at the top. Then you can see if I'm like partially in the light and partially in the shadow. It reflects that so accurately. So cool. Very dramatic. We did it, you guys. Woo! Now I can go back up the elevator, and I think the turtle's just going to come down. I don't know if he's going to be up there waiting for me when I get up there. This key does not open this door. Let me not step into the abyss on the wrong side. Now either the turtle will come back down, or he'll be up there waiting for me to punish me. Killing the boss. And neither of those things are true. I don't know where he is. Where'd he go? Where'd the turtle go? No matter. We've got another key. We'll be able to open some more doors. We've also got 10,000 souls burning a hole in our pocket. And I think we've also got this dude's soul, which will pop for leveling up. I think there will be some boss souls that I will save to try to get their unique weapon, but a lot of these early bosses aren't things that I care about.
Bearer of the curse. Seek soul, seek the king, lest this land.
Got a few levels. One more into ADP. Put a couple into dexterity, because I think we're going to want to use some dexterity-oriented weapons eventually. Now, attenuation is what I'm going to need if I ever want to cast any spells. But I feel like I can't afford to be putting levels in them yet. It doesn't really provide many other benefits. We'll put one more into health. Now we're at a nice round 1150. Oh! So now I know what triggers the merchant to move here. After killing the last giant, now the merchant is here in Majula. Accessible anytime I come to my home base.
Oh, go on. It's on the cheap for you.
We're getting discounts. And now she's got a few things, including infinite life gems. She's no longer now. She's got an infinite supply of life gems. She also has the traveling merchant hat, which I told you before. It can help you for item discovery. So if I ever need to farm stuff, this will be useful. Like if I need to farm torches eventually, then I can buy one more life gem. Also,
Thank you kindly.
after you spend $10,000 souls at her shop here, then you talk to her. She gives you a very valuable ring. We're gonna want. So it'll be a little while before we've spent 10K. Just a pro tip for anyone who might be interested.
Buy something, anything.
You see her better in this light.
Everyone's so stingy around here. Everyone's so stingy everywhere. You're my only customer. Don't make me beg. Now buy something.
She seems sincere and earnest.
Lovely times these are.
I've got a couple more pocket souls. I can start building towards that 10,000. I think it might already count the purchases I made earlier before she moved here. Let's just buy a bunch of stuff from her. Whatever we have remaining. It's another 1,600.
Don't.
So she sells a couple spells. The other useful things she sells are fire bombs. I could buy a couple of these. They're just a nice utility thing to have occasionally. Or more of these guys. Total of 18 life gems in my pocket. That's pretty good. We'll talk once more, but
Call this place
I think she needs more of my money.
Not too special if you ask me. It's just a place where everyone seems to end up. Everyone's so
You said last time. I don't think we got another Estus Flash shard. I don't have one. Like, do you want to give one? I'm like, yes! Like, sorry, you don't have one. Alright, I think we'll wrap it up here for tonight. So, this was sort of a bonus stream for me because I don't typically stream on Mondays, but I won't be here on Saturday next. I wanted to move forward with this game, and then I don't know. So I guess the current games I'm streaming are this and Fallout New Vegas. And I'll do one or the other tomorrow. I think I should be able to still stream tomorrow. I've got momentum in this, and I don't want to abandon Fallout New Vegas, but I'll decide later. So we'll either be streaming more of this or Fallout New Vegas tomorrow, and then the other game on Thursday. To be determined. But hey, thanks as always for hanging out with me. Hopefully this has been at least mildly entertainment or distracting for you, or just not the worst way to spend your time, or the worst thing to have in the background when you're doing actual other stuff in earnest. Just give me a moment. I just need to check a little something before we wrap up. Okay. All right, so we'll call it there. But again, always an honor to have your company in this crazy mixed-up world. Make sure that you hold empathy in your heart and be kind to the people in your lives, because they probably deserve it. And then every once in a while, cut yourself some slack and be nice to yourself, because you probably deserve it too. All right, peace, friends. Till next time. I'll see you.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Va for nada.